In a quiet town, nestled deep in the woods, there stood an old, abandoned house that everyone avoided. The townsfolk whispered about the last family that lived there, claiming they had vanished without a trace. The house, with its cracked windows and peeling paint, seemed to breathe a chilling air of despair. One evening, a curious teenager named Jake decided to explore the house. Eager to prove his bravery to his friends, armed with only a flashlight, he pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside. The air was thick with dust, and the floorboards groaned under his weight. Shadows danced along the walls as he moved deeper into the house. As he wandered through the dimly lit rooms, Jake felt an unsettling presence. He brushed it off as nerves and continued exploring. In the living room, he found a dusty mirror hanging crookedly on the wall. As he approached, he noticed something strange. His reflection was not quite right. It seemed to smile back at him, even though he wasn't smiling. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and Jake's breath became visible in the air. He turned to leave, but the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. Panic surged through him as he pounded on the door, but it wouldn't budge. The mirror's reflection began to ripple, and Jake felt an icy hand grip his shoulder. He spun around, heart racing, but found no one there. The mirror now showed a dark figure standing behind him, its eyes glowing with malice. Jake stumbled back, realizing too late that the stories were true. The house was alive, feeding on his fear. Desperate, he turned back to the door, but it was now sealed tight. The figure in the mirror stepped closer, its twisted grin widening. Jake screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the oppressive silence of the house. As he felt the darkness close in around him, he understood the fate of the last family. They had become part of the house, trapped forever in its haunted embrace. The next morning, the townsfolk noticed the house had a new reflection in the mirror, a terrified boy, forever lost to the shadows. And as the sun set that evening, the house stood silent once more, waiting for its next visitor.